Welcome to the Ambition Nation Listed 50. I'm Ollie Barrett, and in this series we get to meet the leaders of some of Britain's best performing small and medium-sized listed companies. We'll find out what they've learnt over the last couple of years. We'll discover what the phrase changing gears means to them today. And of course, we'll find out what the road ahead looks like. So welcome. This is Ambition Nation. I'm joined by John Boaden, the CFO of Volex. John, welcome.
Thank you.
Now, Volex, fascinating. You're in the business of power, getting devices all around the world connected.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's power and data. So what we do is we're a business, a global provider that does integrated manufacturing services. So that's complex connectivity solutions for a variety of products. It could be medical products, industrial products, products that are used in data centers. So really powering the world around us. And then in addition, we do all sorts of power products. So we're powering domestic appliances, laptops, TVs, but also significantly recently we've had a lot of traction in electric vehicles. Yes. That's been a really important market for us.
Yes. So here you have a brilliant British company. You were top in the Ambition Nation Industrials category. Congratulations. Somebody might say, well, hang on, why aren't these electric vehicle manufacturers, computer makers, why aren't they making their own power cables and cords? Where do you fit in? Why is that role so important?
So people come to Volex, particularly because we have a fantastic reputation for quality. We have brilliant manufacturing facilities around the world, but what's incredibly important is we have safety certificates and safety approvals that allow us to manufacture and sell these products in every single major market around the globe.
Yeah. So it's that global reach, and we'll come back to that. Today then, what does the road ahead look like?
So the road ahead for us is really continuing the delivery of our very successful strategy. So the strategy has been all around diversification, both in terms of growing our customer base, in terms of growing our capabilities, and the diversification is really helpful in today's uncertain market, and that's playing into our ability to be incredibly resilient and respond to some of the challenges we see in the world around us.
Yeah, because you're remarkably, John, you're remarkably cool-headed in how you frame the opportunity. Let's be honest, you've had some pretty big challenges thrown at the company. Just recap how that's felt as the CFO. What's been coming at you?
So it's been a very challenging environment in manufacturing. So we've been facing the inflationary pressures. We've been facing into challenges around supply chain, and both of those issues, we've tackled them very much head on. So in particular in relation to the supply chain challenges and the extended lead times, we have a wonderful supply chain function, procurement team, a global procurement team around the world, very close to our supplier base, and being proactive and understanding the challenges our customers are facing and communicating both with the suppliers and the customers. We've worked incredibly hard over the last 5 years to get our margins to the levels they are today and improve those margins. We're not prepared to give those up because of the challenges we're seeing around inflation.
Yeah. So what we want to know is, in the face of such uncertainty, how do you forecast? It must be incredibly challenging. Tell us about your approach.
So forecasting is always difficult. A lot of it comes down to the great communication that we have with our customers, and that's allowing us to understand their business intimately, and through that we build a plan that fits around those customers. We're a very customer-centric organisation. The other thing that you do as part of the planning process is you're thinking about where the uncertainties lie and making sure that you've got some contingency plans around those. So the diversification has helped because it's meant that with this spread that we have, we've got medical customers, we've got complex industrial technology, data centres, we have the EV customers, the consumer electricals. We're not focused on a particular market sector, and that gives us a lot of flexibility and allows us to deploy our resources around the organisation to focus on where we see the growth opportunities.
Yeah, so just help us understand how that plays out at board level, because one person's diversification can be another person's lack of focus. So tell me how you navigate between those two lines.
So we are specialist manufacturers and we identify profitable niches within markets. So we're not trying to play at everything. We're identifying the areas where we can be profitable and where our skill set enhances what a customer is looking for. So that's the secret ingredients, if you like. It's identifying the right areas to focus on. So we see that very much as a strength rather than trying to spread ourselves too thinly.
Yeah. Tell us, what does the phrase changing gears mean to you?
Changing gears is very much about thinking how we run the business flexibly and dynamically, and it's being ready to shift speeds in the different markets that we're working in. We've come through a period of turmoil caused by COVID, and we've got various geopolitical, macroeconomic challenges. Changing gears is all about being flexible and responsive to what we see going on in our business and accelerating where we need to, but maintaining a steady state where that's more appropriate.
Yeah. So can you give us an example that comes to mind of how you've had to make a change, sometimes at pace, perhaps in a particular part of the world? Just help us bring it to life.
Well, we've seen phenomenal growth in our electric vehicles business. That's been a phenomenal success, and that's required significant investment, and there's further investment that we need to make so we can grow and continue to have such a leading position in that area.
If you took one thing from this last 2.5 years as a leader, board level, leading listed company, what would it be?
That's a really good question. You certainly identify and learn a lot from reflecting on the past successes, and also the failures. But for us, it's very much about looking forward. We are supporting businesses and customers where technology is a really important element of what they deliver. So it's important for us as well to be on the front foot from a technology perspective, to continue investing in our business. What we've really learnt is where we've deployed that investment, we've been incredibly successful, and that's telling us that we need to invest more, we need to invest further in the business.
Yeah. We watch the continued success of Volex with great interest. John Boaden, thank you very much for joining us.
That's a pleasure, thank you.